Hi, Chef Patrick John here for TrainerImproved.com. I'm going to make for you now some stuffed vegetables. Simply stuffed with ground beef and bulgur wheat, which is a very healthy grain. First I'm going to start off by chopping up some garlic. Once your garlic's chopped, go ahead and add it to the ground beef. And in there also we're going to add the juice of 2 lemons. Some salt, ground black pepper, and about a cup of bulgur wheat. Bulgur wheat's an ancient grain. It's very healthy for you, very common in the Eastern Mediterranean, and it's delicious stuff. You want to just go ahead, get your hands into it. Now you're ready to stuff your vegetables. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare the vegetables to be stuffed. Here I have an eggplant. You're going to cut the top off, and you're going to take this tool. I suppose you could use an apple corer or something if you didn't have this. And you're just going to whittle away at it until you get all of the inside out. Alright, so now that the eggplant is cleaned, I also have 2 bell peppers. I just cut the tops off and scooped all the seeds and ribbing out of the middle. I'll haul those out. Now I'm going to do this white squash, which is very similar to a zucchini if you can't find them. These are just a little bit fatter, so you can fit more stuffing, which is the good part. Same technique as with the eggplant. And there you have a hollowed out squash. Next we'll prepare the tomato for stuffing. I'm going to slice the top off. Go ahead and save that. And just take a spoon and work around the seeds. Now you have all your vegetables prepared for stuffing. Now that we have our vegetables prepared and the stuffing we made earlier, it's time to begin stuffing them. So we'll begin with the bell pepper. We want to take a little handful of stuffing, put it in the cavity, and press it down gently. Now as the bulgur wheat absorbs the liquid, it will expand, so all this will expand a little bit, so you want to leave maybe about a ½ inch of room at the top. Then put the top on, make it look pretty, and we'll continue on to the tomato. I guess I'm going to do next. It's the same thing. So stuffing the tomatoes, very similar to stuffing the pepper. Got that ready. And the zucchini might be a little more challenging. So when you stuff these vegetables, you want to remember to make sure you leave a little bit of room for the expansion of the bulgur wheat. Now on the eggplant, it's the same way. Just work it in there. And then again, remember to leave a little bit of room on top. Now finally for the last bell pepper. And that's it for stuffing vegetables. Alright, now that we have our vegetables stuffed, I'm going to show you how to prepare the liquid that we're going to cook them in. In a big pot, you want to combine water with the juice of about 3 lemons. And also 1 can of tomato paste. Now you want to take that, you want to bring it over the stove, bring it up to a simmer and combine all the ingredients. Once the liquid has come up to temperature and begins to simmer, go ahead and start placing your vegetables in it. Now make sure you put the peppers top up so that the stuffing does not come out of them. The zucchini is a little bit difficult to fit in there. And lastly, the tomato. So once your cooking liquid comes to a boil, you want to go ahead and add your vegetables and then cover it, reduce the temperature, and allow it to simmer until they cook through. Okay, so our stuffed vegetables have been cooking for about 45 minutes, and then turn down the heat, actually turn it off, and allow them to cool for a minute just so it would be easier to handle them. You gotta be very careful when removing these because they're very delicate and tender. And there's our yellow pepper. Orange pepper. Squash. Alright, so I presented a couple of different vegetables here on this plate, but let me go ahead and cut one open so you can see what it looks like all the way through. There's your stuffed squash.